We're back at the cheeseburger estate.
The cheeseburger estates. I had never actually noticed this before. You're in danger. Your characters are going insane.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah. Whoop, bloop, 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 blinking. And then also you can look at the little blips right here. They have 10 because it's rounded up, and this guy has, what, 96 out of 100.
Are those bloops their health or their sanity?
Their sanity. So, like, if I had, like, 9 sanity, I'd have one little bloop.
Oh.
I'd have one notch. And so, since I have
they are in good shape then.
No, their insanity is 96 and 100.
Oh, so you don't want bloops?
No, you don't want bloops.
I see.
Bloops.
That's a good word for them.
So, yeah. Seems like Nick wants to say something.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot you guys don't know.
Yes, what?
I've been playing this game a lot. Yeah, that's the indicator of their sanity. And when it flashes like that, it indicates that they have a mania or an affliction.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've just never noticed it before.
Sadly, the good afflictions, I'm not sure what they're called, the ones that give positive effects, they don't carry over between dungeons. Only the negative ones do.
Oh, no.
Losing that is basically just as simple as putting them into treatment for a little while.
Which reminds me. Wait,
so what have
why
you
do I have to
upgraded? Have you just started this?
Yeah, we only did one dungeon so far.
Okay. The first thing to do is upgrade your stagecoach. You want to get your stable, or as some people insist on calling it, the barracks. No, it's a stable. Up to snuff as quickly as possible. You also want to be generating at least 4 heroes every turn, so that way, if you near party wipe, you can just throw another party of adventurers down into the gullet of the dungeon.
Reminds me, you don't have enough to upgrade again, so I'm only getting 3 peeps a turn.
Oh my, and you've only got room
Oh wait,
for
no, I should be getting... Don't you normally start off with 3? No.
No, you don't.
Nope, I miscounted. Okay.
Bless you. I take all 3 of them because you really don't have another choice.
I mean, there's no...
Yeah.
Come on.
And another Vestal is always good. The Bounty Hunter is excellent if you happen to have an Occultist in the party. The Occultist has Vulnerability Hex, which marks, and the Bounty Hunter can take advantage of that. As well, the Bounty Hunter also has pulling abilities, which pair well with the Occultist's own ability to pull, which means you can negate a lot of the ranged effects that are going to be put down against you.
There's a lot of... The creatures that usually start in the back are ranged characters. If you put them in the front, then they're much less useful.
Yeah, they
that
can't
makes
use
sense.
their ranged abilities from the front 2 rows. A lot of this game is function based on where your position is in the party, and it's not about like the guys in front take more damage, because they really don't. You take damage equally overall. It's about negating the opponent's ability to utilize their abilities effectively that really increase your dungeon endurance.
Claustrophobia. I feel like he had these 2 to begin with, so I feel like I didn't gain a mania or something from him.
No, you don't gain a permanent negative.
Oh, I thought the
quirk.
negative was permanent.
No. Right now, it's just, if you hover over it, you'll find out what it is. Right now, he's just fearful. No, it's just an affliction. It's random, whatever comes up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
fearful is bad because, much like the other afflictions, it has some effect. And what it means is fearful, whenever anyone is exposed to fear, he will expose the people around him to fear, as well as feeling it himself.
Does it explain that anywhere in the UI?
No.
What? Why?
Purely based on observation. So, paranoia is anytime you're exposed to any stimuli, he'll roll randomly, and sometimes he'll choose to be afraid of it.
Interesting.
With, what is it? What's the abusive? Anytime anyone misses an attack or an enemy dodges, they will shout at them and increase their stress. So all of these afflictions are about generating more stress for the party. So if you have one affliction, you're almost certainly going to gain another one in the course of 2 or 3 more fights, and then it just snowballs totally out of control. So those afflictions are bad. There have been times in dungeons where I've considered letting people with afflictions just die, so that way I can keep adventuring without them, like bringing up my stress levels.
Oh man.
Dark.
You really do have to treat the game doesn't really tell you anywhere, but everyone is expensive, and you should.
Oh,
treat them
that's.
as such.
I mean, it's even set up that way, right? That's why you have a constant inflow of adventurers coming into your town.
That was the first thing I noticed when I started playing the game. I looked at the thing and I was like, wait, so my starting character has enough to upgrade the stagecoach where I can get 4 new adventurers next turn? All right, guess I'm not going to care about anybody.
So we're in a really tough spot right now. So yeah, I realized this actually after we started this and I played my own game. When you can upgrade the stage coat like immediately, it recommends choose one in the network and the barracks. Don't. Just put both into the network because there's no, like, I can have 11 people. What does that do me?
Yeah, you put both into the barracks,
Oh,
but then
I
your
see.
first adventure should be into the Weald, so that way you get the pages so that your next task is to upgrade your barracks.
Hopefully.
As high as
I did
possible.
not get any deeds this time.
Do you think that they recommend that just to show you like that you can do this?
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
believe so.
But you know,
turns out to
for
be bad.
those watching, definitely,
That's
definitely do
unfortunate.
that. If we haven't gone over this, you can go to the tavern or the abbey. You can put people in there for a week. Hopefully, it's only a week. Sometimes they stay longer.
You can pull them out. Currently, the game's still in early access, so there's a lot of flaws with the interface.
That's fair.
Specifically, there's a mechanic where if they have a trait that like lets them like drinking, they'll stay at the bar for an extra week, like screwing you over essentially. And it's meant to be clever, but the problem is it's just too easy to abuse. All you have to do is like click on them a bunch of times, and the user interface will freak out and throw them back into your inventory.
Really?
Yeah, there's another mechanic where sometimes they'll go out for a night of drinking and they'll like not be seen again in the morning, and there's like a red question mark over them, and they're supposed to be like gone missing for the night. Like there's a lot of fun that you can have with that, but the problem is all you have to do is click on them a bunch of times, and they'll show back up in your inventory.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
All right,
it
so
really bums me out.
So we're in a tough spot right now since we only got 3 people instead of 4. It means I have to bring one of my psychotic people with me.
Yeah, let's do
And
that.
he's my only frontline fighter, so yeah.
So we're gonna make shit interesting.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy right off the bat. So yeah, you can go to the tavern or the abbey to put them there, and then they'll gain back stress. The first slot will gain them 45, 55, and then 65, or rather it reduces that stress. But there's different effects, like if you go to the gambling hall, there's a chance that they'll win or lose money for you. And they're, as I said, they're gone for a week, which means you can't use them. So you really do have to switch around your party a lot.
Right,
Cool.
right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and, I mean, we said we're not gonna heal them with stress, but literally these people are already useless, so we kind of got to do something about that. So I don't know. What do you think? Should we just play it risky and just have an all insane party all the time, or do we actually play the game like it's meant to be played and heal them up?
The game is meant to be played with an all insane party all of the time.
Yeah, that's kind of the feeling that I'm
You're
getting.
expendable. This is your first party. You have to regenerate a good party over time. These guys are just here to hold the line until they come along.
So my question is, what is the consequence of failing during a dungeon? What happens if you have a party wipe?
get no
They're all
reward.
dead. You get no reward. You go back to town. Any money you spent on provisions gone. You obviously get no money from
So
the
it
adventure. and then-
basically it's you wasted resources.
Budget
Yes.
about 1,500 gold per run if it's a short run. About 2,200 if it's a long run.
Okay.
That's generally my rule. The specific dungeons, it depends. There are some where you desperately need those bandages or that antitoxin. There are other ones where that isn't as important. The ruins, for instance, it's really not that important.
Also should be mentioned that these quests are random. Like, so like this is an option, this is an option, short.
Oh, okay. That's kind of
So
cool.
these are two mediums. When you go to mediums, you'll get like firewood, and you can actually set up camp. And the setting up camp is one of the most unique ideas because there's actually a reason to go to camp. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Well, let's jump in.
Let's jump in. Okay, let's see. I need deeds, and I'm not gonna get any out of either of these.
We're not jumping in yet.
All right. Well, I guess. Wait. 100%, 90%. Doing this one.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can only have 4 people maximum, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll do 8. Usually do 5 or 6. I have a Vestal to heal light, and both of my attacks heal light, I think, so I'll just do 1. And I have enough money, so I'll do a shovel. We're going to... I'll probably use anti-venom in 2 these.
The Vestal's light healing ability at this level heals 5 light,
Mhm.
which is half of a step.
Actually, it's not. Yeah, a
Light?
full step is 25. Every time I use it, I pay very
than
close
half
to...
a step.
Yep. It's about a fifth to or a fourth or
I
something
knew it
like
was
that.
less than a full step.
Alright, so we'll do one of
I
these.
figured it would be even less than a half.
Actually, you know what? We'll bring everything, and if I get something special, then I can show you how you can actually use items to
Cool.
interact with the environment.
I don't know if we've seen any good stuff yet.
No. The last dungeon was actually fairly uneventful. we got like a lot of money and no actual items to upgrade our places.
We've actually got a reason to burn the books this time.
True.
Check out your guys and see which one has, or which ones have more positive traits than negative ones.
1.
Equal.
Deadly. Cool. Oh, no, not good. That's stupid. Okay. 2.
Have him do it.
If I ever come across any. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright.
Alright.
Alright. Scroll this out.
So,
around.
when his insanity maxes out, what happens to him? He just gets another insanity?
He rolls on a... I'm not sure what
Bookshelf
the die
or
is.
just books?
Just books. You can't, unfortunately, burn bookshelves.
So I can't do anything to this? Probably
to the best
not.
Of my no, there is something you can do to it, but I don't know what it is.
We're going to have the insane guy
Yeah.
read it. Insane guy read it. It's unsettling. Oh, no.
So when he maxes out, he rolls randomly, and he gets either an affliction or like a boon or something like that. Some of the basically when you get a good thing, it knocks your sanity down to 50%.
Oh, great.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, great.
This is a really hard fight.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Wow.
Damn.
I was really disappointed. I was surprised. Well, that's why it was really hard. It literally took my front line.
75% light?
Yep. Yeah, it starts you with always starts you with just enough to where if you go through the first whole thing without using a torch, you're fine. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Cool. Let's go against Unholy. We'll start attacking the big guy.
No. That guy right there, the guy in the second row, has much less health, and his critical chance is much higher. And his speed is better, so he's going to go more often than the guy in the front. Or at least he's going to go before the guy in the front.
Ah, that makes sense.
Enough.
The guy in the front is also just as susceptible to stun as the guy in the second row. So you want to try and kill the guy in the second row and stun the guy in the first row, because the guy in the first row has more health and will take longer to kill.
Totally fair.
The guy in the back row
Wow,
is
they
really
just
good
keep
to stun.
automatically switching for me. Very nice. Oh, yep, can't do
Why
anything.
does that happen?
Well, they switched. They use an attack that switched the first two guys around, which is really good. And then he has, I think, something that caused him to switch.
It could be one of his
Maybe that's what's his mania, or what's his insanity?
masochistic.
No, that's not it.
No, that's
Masochistic is
certainly not it. I don't know why it did it. He said something and then he switched. Maybe it was the guy in front of him that like got terrified and ran or something.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
All right, that's really weird.
Yeah, all right.
Hit them back row bitches.
Come on, actually switch this time. I guess that's something. All right.
Yeah.
Hit him again.
He's not stunned. Yeah. Hook and slice, I think, is a terrible attack.
It is.
Damn.
Very, very bad.
Bam! There we go.
Damage on these guys is pretty low right now, too. Ooh.
You were saying.
Oh, their
You
damage
were
on
saying?
you is really good, though.
Yeah, this is not going good.
Yeah, this is a harsh second dungeon.
My body is a shield against. And I.
Alright.
Okay. He just marked himself. Cool.
He's masochistic. That's what they do. They want to be hit.
Yeah.
That's
And they
hilarious.
refuse healing, which is incredibly annoying.
If that's the case, actually, I think I'm gonna switch with her.
Either that, or you can stun the guy in the second row, which is my suggestion.
Yeah.
Nice.
This fucking is-
Take it. Alright, we're actually gonna have her switch. I need to take full advantage of my position here.
So remind me, why are we digging in these dungeons? Are we looking for something?
It's really, really unclear. He, like, in the opening cinematic, it's clear that the guy sends a letter off to someone, supposedly a relative, because it's, you remember our ancient house. He's talking about their family line. But all of these adventurers keep showing up. They can't all possibly be of the family line.
No,
Yeah,
they're
no.
definitely, they seem like mercenaries.
I've gleaned a little bit about the grave robber's story. She was sent here. I had a grave robber, like, near death, and, like, they say things sometimes.
Yeah.
And a couple of things that she was saying were like,
damn
I
it.
faced death, I faced the gallows once and chose this instead. Like
Oh,
they gave her
whoa.
the option of, like, execution or go to the dungeon. Like, I don't...
Oh, shit. That's
like,
crazy.
But, like, it's clear that the leper is here because he sees this as, like, some kind of penance. The highwayman is here because he sees profit. He's all about, like, going down there to get stuff. The crusader, I think, is a zealot, but I think he's ultimately a coward. he's the one that's always talking about, oh, you got to send me back. I won't go back down there. Almost no other character does that.
Huh.
Yeah.
There are very interesting personal stories being told that are just sort of unfolding as I play through more and more of the game. It's very, very interesting. Initially, when I first played through, I was clicking through a lot. I was like trying to just accelerate the dialogue.
Well, yeah.
It's a huge mistake. That's where this game's story is told.
That's kind of cool, actually. Generally, when I see games like this, most players' immediate response is to do exactly that, and the dialogue or the text doesn't usually offer enough to, I don't know, make players want to engage with it. But that's actually really cool that this game kind of has that effect where you do sort of want to read it, and it changes the feel of the game.
You absolutely have to. This game it's I don't want to say it's frustratingly hard, but it's very, very difficult. And to push yourself to constantly go back into these situations, it mimics the very grueling scenario that the characters themselves find themselves in. But because of the interest of the story, I want to keep going back and reading, and because of the promise that the Darkest Dungeon holds, the characters want to keep going back. It's a very interesting experience.
Huh. Cool.
And this is locked.
Sometimes you can use a key.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
Yeah.
Shaking.
Nice.
Locked a hidden compartment and got 12 of these crests.
Nice. Very cool.
Oh my god, that was such a harsh dungeon. Jeez.
You mean battle?
Yeah, yeah, shut
Yeah.
up. Okay, wait.
Yeah, the dungeon's not done yet.
Okay, bam. Actually, if I want to put her. How is this guy? All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch her with this guy because now that she's in a back row, she can use her healing ability, which is the only thing
cool.
she'll be able to use.
So you can still heal up and stuff when you're not in the middle of combat.
Yes,
That's nice.
Actually, I'm gonna put him in. Stop it. Just.
Do you have a limited amount of like magic?
Magic? What do you mean?
I mean, how is she healing? Like, what are you consuming in order to do?
Her action, and she's just not able to do it outside of battle.
But you're not in battle right now.
I know. I'm preparing for next battle because I'm so good.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay. That's a little frustrating that you can't heal and stuff when you're not in battle because
But that's
what's the
kind of
logic?
the theme of the game. The logic, you're right. The logic is weird, but it does hit the theme of the game. The other reason is like healing. It's like you could justify that they're doing it because in the moment of the battle that like that
It does
is
function very much as a prayer.
I guess that's fair.
You ask for it when you're not desperate. Actually, I would have taken that opportunity to heal with her.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I also wanted to debuff him before he got to do anything.
You've got the surprise off on them. Each of your other characters is going to get a chance to act. I don't know.
But maybe not before they go again.
That's valid.
Yeah, so... Oh,
Collect bounties
tagged.
is a fairly good...
I just wish I had a way to mark them. I don't.
Yeah, that's one of the unfortunate things. The bounty hunter excels when he's paired with an occultist or another bounty hunter. I found the double bounty hunter pair to be quite funny.
I could see that.
The occultist pair is better, though, simply because of the variety of attacks that it offers.
Well, anyway,
Get over here.
that's all for this episode. I let this one run a little long because we had a lot of conversation at the beginning.
That's
But,
cool. Well, next time, see you in the archives.
yeah. See you in the archives.